Knitting is a fun and easy craft that you can use to make all sorts of different projects, from scarves and hats to blankets, sweaters, and stuffed animals. You have to start with the basics though. In this video, I'll show you how to start a project by casting on, and how to knit with the most basic stitch, the garter stitch. At the end of this video, you'll be able to make a simple scarf. First, your materials. At the craft store, there are a wide variety of yarns and needles in all sorts of styles. For a beginner, I recommend straight needles of a medium size and a basic acrylic yarn in a bright, solid color. Bright colors make it easier to see your stitches as you go, so you can tell if it's right or wrong, and it's easier to fix any mistakes. For this project, I'm using Loops and Threads impeccable yarn in aqua and size 10 wooden needles. It's also handy to keep a pair of scissors nearby, just in case. Now for casting on, the start of every knitting project. First, tie a loop in the end of your yarn with a slip knot. If you can't do a slip knot, just tie any adjustable loop. Tighten the loop around both needles. You want your loop to be snug, but not too tight. Now, cross your right hand needle behind the left, like so. Take your long tail of yarn, wrap it around your back needle, and use that needle to pull the yarn down through the bottom of your loop. Slip this new loop over the top of your left-hand needle. Pull it snug, and it should look just like that. Now, do it again. Cross your right-hand needle behind the left-hand needle through the bottom of the top loop. Wrap your yarn around the back needle. Pull it down and through. And slip the new loop onto the top of your left-hand needle. Keep casting on until you've reached your desired width. For this example, I'm using 20 stitches to a row. Once you've cast on, your needle should look like this, and it's time to start knitting. At first, the knit stitch is exactly like casting on. Slip your needle through, loop around, and pull the new loop down through. Now's where it changes. Instead of slipping the new loop over the top of your left-hand needle, slip the top loop off of your left-hand needle, keeping the new loop on your right-hand needle. Make sure to keep that loop on and do it again. Keep repeating this stitch until you reach the end of the row and all of your stitches have been transferred to the right-hand needle. It should look like this. Now, switch hands so the needle with yarn on it is in your left hand again and start the next row. At the end of 10 rows, you'll be able to see the horizontal bar pattern. That means you're doing the garter stitch correctly. As you continue to knit, your project will grow into first a flag and then a scarf. Using this pattern with different needles, yarns, and numbers of stitches per row can make very different scarves very easily. All you have to do is keep repeating that same knit stitch until you've reached your desired length. Good luck!